Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Herbert to throw right away. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First down, and they stick with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the air now with Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Chargers.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. Complete to Johnston here. And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the option right, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game will be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Finding more on the outright for the completion. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
A 2nd down pass play. We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Go!
Here's Hooker. He's got it to Williams.
Nice in there.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run. And you bring it back to the quarterback.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Okay, break! Shot alert! Shot alert!
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Behind the chains, 2nd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hooker's going to throw it. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's done a line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Henry up the middle. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Lions 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Come on, come on.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing. Hooker. To the sideline and incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Here we go.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Now Hooker. And he comes back with one complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it out to midfield So, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It's Eckler again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He was brought down by J.T. Woods. A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Lions. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3 yards. First down, Chargers.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Herbert. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Home to right.
Herbert back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Lions 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
60 by
CD,
60
they
by
certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Crack-o 80. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jameer Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second and 10.
Hey, ram.
They'll try the right side with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. get the football. That's what they want.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Being chased out left. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the three, but a starting field position like that, three's not where you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put sixes on the scoreboard.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's third and a few inches.
Hey, go Lion.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Check that.
On second down, here's Gibbs. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And running real hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Mark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go again with Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Hooker now off play action. Rolling to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The kick by Watts is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England and ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Eluding the pressure right. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
5-9. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finds Johnston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Go.
Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Elijah Moore from 10 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 19-point game. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go.
Gibbs straight ahead. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Here we
So
go.
the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Lions 22.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And they take a knee.
Set.
And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock.